Start late, finish rich, and no-fail plan for achieving financial freedom at any age by David Bach. Personal finance expert David Bach knows about getting rich. He is author of 7 best-selling books built around the theme of wealth, among them the #1 New York Times hit The Automatic Millionaire. In Start Late, Finish Rich, he turns his attention to those of us who have arrived in our 40s, 50s and 60s, without significant savings and, sometimes, with hefty credit card debt. A survey in 2002 and 2003 revealed that only 20% of the boomer generation was satisfied with their finances, he reports, and 1 in 3 named personal finance as the one area of their lives they would most like to improve. Across all age groups, the author points out, nearly half of us believe we will never reach our financial goals. But that's up to us, he suggests. For those so-minded, it's never too late to put things right. Whether you know it or not, there is a way you can spend less and save more, he declares, and if you do that, you can almost certainly start late and finish rich. Underlying this approach is a reliance on prudence and self-discipline. You must be well organized and determined to succeed. Most people wish for a better life, he notes, but smart people learn, plan and take action to get it. How much you earn has almost no bearing on whether or not you can build wealth. It's how much you spend that counts, and the trouble is that, for most of us, the more we make, the more we spend. When we get a raise, we simply direct it at buying more stuff and fail to accumulate a surplus. It's what the author calls the never-get-ahead race. So, the first step towards finishing rich is to examine your spending to identify and reduce or even eliminate the non-essentials, the money you've been burning up from your pay increases. In his earlier writings, the author introduced the concept of the latte factor, using the example of buying fancy, expensive coffees to illustrate how we regularly spend money on luxuries, money that over time adds up to a substantial amount that could be redirected to savings. Frequent dining out is another example. Identifying and focusing on these daily expenditures can easily result in savings of several $100s a month. However, if you're starting late, you may need to turbocharge your latte factor, aiming to cut spending by perhaps $1,000 a month. Cutting your daily excesses alone is unlikely to save enough. You must consider weekly, monthly and even annual extravagances that you could easily live without, things like premium TV channels, fancy cell phones, new clothing outfits for each season and overly lavish Christmas gifts. To do this, you must be willing to take a clear, hard look at the way you live and make some changes, being prepared to give up things that you enjoy. A useful exercise is to compile a written list of every single cent, cash, credit card, check you spend throughout the day, and then to identify which of these could be eliminated. Add to the many fixed monthly expenses that could be either reduced or cut out entirely. The benefits could be substantial. For example, say you are 50 and married and both you and your spouse are employed. If you each decided to invest an extra $15 a day in your respective retirement accounts, this would amount to a combined $10,800 a year. By the time you are 70, your nest egg would be worth nearly $700,000.